have a mega session. So what that means is we have Canada and we have agents from the US. So I'd say we have it pretty much covered. What do you guys think?
I
I
would
think
agree.
so.
Yeah, very international. I haven't seen anybody from outside of Canada or the US. I think it's only Canadian and US agents. Hi, Paula.
Hi, Paula.
So essentially we're going live here on Zoom, right? And we're going live over here, my other screen on Facebook.
Hi, Garvin.
So we've got
Wow.
Facebook friends, we got Zoom friends on, and we have some very good friends of ours at Spoiled Agent. And we're so excited to have our friends at Playa Hotels and Resorts join us today. And I feel for the Canadian side, so I'm sitting outside Toronto. So I know better, of course, our friend Freddie Marsh, who is a business development manager for Western Canada. Big welcome, Freddie.
Thank you.
And you guys have a really fabulous addition to your West team for the US. Am I right on that?
Yes, we've got Kaylin, our new BDM on West Coast US, and I'm so excited to have Kaylin on our team.
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
And it is such a pleasure to be here. I'm so proud to be part of the Playa team.
Well, we're happy to meet you, Kaylin. I'm happy to work with you today, and you're already part of the Spoiled Agent family. Whether you like it or not, you're here. We love it. And
We're
we love all the
special.
Spoiled Agents for joining us today. We already have big numbers already. Tons of you out there want to chat and see what's happening with our friends at Playa Hotels and Resorts. So we have a few things in store for you, of course. But I just want to mention if anyone has any questions, please direct them to the Q&A box, not the chat. Why? Because the chat we're going to leave just for the chat. I'm going to put in some links, some contacts, the oohs, the ahs. Those are for the chat, right? And also we can answer the Q&A quicker for you as well. And the chat is going to move up and we might lose it. And we don't want to do that. We want to make sure we answer all your questions. So, but I understand Freddie and Kaylin, do you guys have a really special prize for not one, but two lucky spoiled agents out there today?
We
We're
do.
not going to come
Yes.
empty-handed. We are showing up with prizes today. We got a prize for Canada and a prize for the US. So everybody's entered to win a prize.
Big hearts. You got lots
That's a
happening here.
gift
Got all
card.
the reactions on Facebook, on Zoom. So that you guys heard it. Someone's going to get a gift card for Canada, someone from the US, and you're going to know in a couple days. So if you get an email from Kaylin or from Freddie, that's your lucky day. So stand by for a couple days. We're going to send everything over to them, which is great. This session's being recorded. We get that question a lot. It's recorded, and later on today, it's going to be housed under the Playa Hotels and Resorts supplier page on Spoiled Agent, okay? Along with other wealth of information, which I'm going to also put in the chat as well, okay? So again, we're live on Zoom, we're live on Facebook. Facebook friends, hello, how are you? Thank you for watching. If you would like to qualify for the prize, please put your email in the comments in Facebook. We got you covered on Zoom because you registered, guys, so we have your email. So I think now I'm going to meet you guys at the end. I'm going to close off my screen. And again, if you have any questions, please direct them to the Q&A box and we'll tackle them throughout the presentation and at the end. All right, Freddie and Kaylin, over to you guys.
Thank you, Susan. So, all right, let's get this party started. So I'm Kaylin, obviously, and you've met Freddie. I cover the whole Western United States. I've got 10 states, actually. And then we have Freddie Marsh, who's covering Western Canada.
And I don't know if you have noticed our new branding. So we rolled this out, I think it was last week or the week before. And if you're familiar with Playa Resorts, you probably know about our service from the heart, which we are famous for. And clients love it. Everybody loves our famous service from the heart. So we went with that idea and ran with it. And that is all now our branding. So we've got this really cool heart. You're going to be seeing this all over the place in all of our advertising, all of our logos. And the story behind this, basically, is the heart symbolizes the heartfelt service that is ingrained into Playa's DNA. Like I mentioned, we've been doing this for years. The heart was developed open and free-flowing, similar to our beaches and oceans. So there was a lot of thought that went behind this. And while there are gaps between our locations around the world, we are still connected. The Playa heart is larger than all of us and meant to represent what is the core of our organization. So you're going to be hearing us talking about from the heart and love a lot over the next hour, because that's what we're all about at Playa Resorts.
So what we're going to do today, guys, is really quickly is Freddie, as you can see, just talked about the new branding that we are introducing. And then we're going to talk about some quick selling tips, what we love about each one of our properties. And then we're also going to cover the AgentCash Plus website. So underneath of the Playa umbrella, we have the Hyatt Ziva and Zilara brand. We have the Hilton All-Inclusive. We also have the Jewel Resorts. We also have the All-Inclusive and the Sea Dust, and they have the Wyndham Ultra All-Inclusive. So as you can see, we are in Mexico. We have 10 all-inclusive properties in Mexico. We have 5 in the Dominican, 6 in the Dominican Republic and 5 in Jamaica. So our One Love, Twice the Points is a promotion that we launched back in February the 15th and ties in with the Bob Marley movie that just came out, also with Valentine's Day. So we only have a couple of more days, guys, to take advantage of this promotion, which is the 15th, which I believe is going to be Saturday, right, Freddie? So we've got 2 more days to take. Friday. So you've got a couple more days, guys, to take advantage of this. So it's regards to our rewards points. And we're going to cover that later on in the webinar. But anyway, so yeah, that's what our One Love, Twice the Points is. We want to show some love for Jamaica and yeah, share the love with them.
And it's a great way to rack up some points. We're going to talk about the points later, but this is an awesome way to get a ton of points. Also, if you have anybody that travels to Jamaica, to one of our 5 resorts, and they travel by the end of June, they will be entered to win 1 of 2 spots on a Playa Resorts Jamaica fam. How fun would that be to join us in Jamaica? We always have so much fun on our fams. It'll be a blast. So make sure you are selling Jamaica. Make sure you're selling Playa Resorts in Jamaica, but the most important thing, make sure you report your bookings. So as Kaylin mentioned, we do have several brands of all-inclusive resorts. So I know that can sometimes be a little bit confusing because there are quite a few different brands. But I always say that's the beauty of Playa Resorts, is because we have so many brands, we really have something for every client, whether they're looking for affordable adults only, if they want luxury adults only, if they want resorts that have water parks, we have all of that. So you just have to qualify your client and see which resort would be a great fit for them. But we do have something called 3 pillars. So this goes across all of our brands. This is company-wide. We really focus on 3 areas. And the first would be entertainment. So when your clients are on property, they will really love the entertainment we have on property. That would be in the evenings. We have the big shows at a lot of our resorts, also during the day entertainment as well. The second would be food and beverage. So lots of choices. The food quality is outstanding. In most cases, no reservations for a la cartes. There are a couple exceptions to that, and also the food quality. And if you have any clients that have any food preferences, we can really handle pretty much kind of any allergy or special diet. And then lastly, the third area that we really are focusing on is health and wellness. And this is really something we've noticed the last couple of years that's really important to people. So we have beautiful gyms, we have gorgeous spas at all of our resorts, and we're going to be talking about that in a minute, but also enrichment. So there's different classes, different courses happening, like things like you can take a I wouldn't say a course, that was the wrong word to use, but you could sit with one of our tequila sommeliers or rum sommeliers and kind of learn about different tequila and rums, and you get to taste it as you go, which is kind of the fun part. So lots of great things happening at Playa.
So the first brand that we are going to cover today is our Hyatt Zilara and our Hyatt Ziva. So the adults only are the Hyatt Zilara Cancun, the Hyatt Zilara Rose Hall, Hyatt Zilara Cap Cana, and the turquoise at the Hyatt Ziva Cancun. So that's kind of like a resort within a resort. Then we have the Hyatt Ziva Cancun, the Hyatt Ziva Puerto Vallarta, Hyatt Ziva Los Cabos, Hyatt Ziva Rose Hall, and the Hyatt Ziva Cap Cana.
Sorry, I was answering questions as we were going along.
Exactly. So the first one, the Hyatt Zilara, is our adults only. It's in the hotel zone, so we're only 20 minutes from the airport. But what I love about this property is we have the architecture of it. It's the adults only. It's beachfront. There's a beautiful lap pool up on top of the terrace and beautiful sunsets. All of the rooms here are all suites, and they all face the ocean.
It's a great property. I really love that one. Also in Cancun, we have our Hyatt Ziva Cancun, which is about, I'd say about, like you could walk from the Zilara to the Ziva, about 20-minute walk, but the location, that's what I love the most about this resort is this incredible location. It's right at Punta Cancun, so at the point of the seven. So we're surrounded on 3 sides by water, 2 gorgeous beaches. And if I had to pick one thing that I love about this property, it's hard to choose, but I would say Tres Cerveza, which is our micro brewery. This resort has its own micro brewery, and I'm a beer lover. I like my lemon drop martinis, but I also like my beer, so I love the micro brewery. And then at Hyatt Ziva Cancun, which is an all ages property, we do have an adults only tower called the Turquoise Tower. And talk about deluxe. When you arrive, you are taken to the Turquoise Tower, you check in, because the Turquoise has their own lobby and check-in area. All the suites are ocean facing with a jacuzzi on the balcony with your own butler. And my favorite part of Turquoise is that top photo. That is Punta Cancun, which is an exclusive rooftop bar and pool only for Turquoise guests. And it's absolutely beautiful views up there.
So the Hyatt Ziva Puerto Vallarta is a family-friendly property. I love Puerto Vallarta. It's just very romantic. It's very traditional. But the resort is about 10 minutes from Puerto Vallarta. It's about $6 taxi ride from the resort. So if you want to go hang out at the Malecon and maybe walk around in the evenings, it's a great location. The beach here is very secluded, even though the beaches in Puerto Vallarta are public. This one is very secluded. They can only get there, the locals would be able to get there by boat or if they access it through our resort. But what I did learn about this is that our spa here is the largest in the area. And I had no idea that we had the largest spa. I did mention that it is a family-friendly property, but it also has areas where the adults can get away and go have their adult time. So they have an adult pool as well as an adult restaurant. And then I also love that yeah, that's it. That's what I got for Puerto Vallarta right now.
Well,
it's a lot to cover, guys. We're trying to cover. It is. It's a lot to cover right now. So we're trying to cover everything, but giving you like the unique selling points of these properties right now.
And this is my Hyatt Ziva Puerto Vallarta. I always tell all the agents, everybody knows this in my territory. This is my favorite resort for my own vacation. I love the location. I love everything about that.
Yeah, all the rooms are oceanfront. I forgot to mention that. And then also Blaze, which is one of my favorite restaurants to go out and watch the sunset in the evening because it's in Banderas Bay. So all these little things you start thinking about. So then we have Hyatt Ziva Las Cabos. So love this property as well. This is a great property for the western region. You know, Cabo or Puerto Vallarta are very accessible from Houston, Los Angeles, Dallas. So very easy access for us. The beach here, you guys, is not swimmable, but it's very walkable. You can walk for miles and miles and miles on this. As I mentioned, it is a family-friendly resort. So we have an adult pool as well as an adult restaurant here. We have the floating fire pits, which is on the lagoon and then also down at the beach. But there's also a quieter swimming pool on the back side, 2 outdoor restaurants for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's a swim up bar. So lots of great options. Whale watching during the whale watching season. So
And that reminded me, when we were there, Kaylin, do you remember seeing the whale bell?
Yeah. So that's great. That's a good point. So if anybody is out, the staff or guest, and they see a whale, they ring this bell, and then everybody knows that there's a whale to be seen. So they all run out to the beach to go look for it, which I think is great.
Me too. And it's such a cool thing to see when you're at the property, seeing the whales offshore. So we're going to head over to Jamaica now, and I'm going to talk about our 2 Ziva and Zilara properties in Jamaica. So just outside of Montego Bay, so less than 15 minutes from the airport, we have 2 resorts side by side. We have the Hyatt Zilara Rose Hall, and we have the Hyatt Ziva Rose Hall. And what I really love, so they're side by side and they're attached basically. They're both run as separate hotels, so each one has their own lobby. But what I really love is the adults have full exchange privileges between the 2 resorts. So even if you had a family staying at the Ziva, you could put the kids in the kids club and the adults could go over to the Zilara side. And of course, the Zilara guests have access to the Ziva. The thing I love most about the Zilara, again, it's tough to pick one, but I did pick the oceanfront spa. We have this spa that is right on the ocean with these treatment rooms and these shutter doors that open up, and you're having your massage and the ocean is right there. It is beautiful. And then the Ziva Rose Hall is right beside, just like I said, great location, so not a long transfer from the airport. And what I love the most about this resort, I think, would be the beach, because the beach here, it is kind of protected. There's these jetties that go out and kind of loop around. So it creates calm water in front of the resort. And it's really nice sand, no rocks in the water. It's pretty much a sandy bottom, but it's calm water. So great for your families with the kids, or even, you know, adults that aren't strong swimmers. They're really going to like the beach there.
All right. So similar to the Zilara and the Ziva in Rose Hall, we also have the Hyatt Zilara and the Hyatt Ziva in Cap Cana. So as Freddie had mentioned, they're 2 resorts next to each other. So the Cap Cana, the Hyatt Zilara and the Hyatt Ziva in Cap Cana is in the Cap Cana area is very similar to the Beverly Hills of the Dominican Republic. So it's in a gated community. It's only 15 minutes from the airport. So if you've got that long journey, it's nice to know that you've only got 15 minutes to get to the resort. The Zilara has access to the Ziva property. And then also the Ziva has access to the Zilara property. As long as they are 18 or over, they can go over to the Zilara. And then it's on that beautiful Juanillo Beach. All of the rooms are going to be facing either the pool or the beach or the ocean. And then the spa is called Larimar Spa, which is constructed like a cenote, so, or like a grotto when you go into it. There's over 14,000 square feet of the fitness center, but then the cenote itself is 26,000, almost 27,000 feet, you guys, of spa.
pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? So we
Yeah.
got through the Hyatt. So those were all of our Hyatt all-inclusive. So now we are going to talk about our Hilton all-inclusive resorts. And Playa owns and manages 5 Hilton all-inclusive. 3 of them are adults only, which we're seeing on the screen, and 2 are um, 2 are all ages family friendly. So I'm going to start by talking about La Romana. So La Romana, years ago, well, I should say La Romana does have an airport, but it's a smaller airport. So I think most of your clients will probably still be flying into Punta Cana, if not La Romana. And years ago, it used to be a long transfer to get from Punta Cana to La Romana, but they've built this 4-lane divided high-speed highway, and you are from the airport to La Romana in 45 minutes. So no time at all, to Cerveza on the transfer, and you are at the resort. And these 2 resorts are gorgeous. And I say 2 resorts because very similar to what we were talking about in Jamaica and what Kaylin was talking about, the Ziva Zilara Cap Cana, is we have 2 resorts side by side. We have the Hilton La Romana adults, and then right next door to it is the Hilton La Romana all ages family property. And adults have exchange privileges between the 2 resorts. Now, the thing that I love most about this property has to be the beach. The beach in front of this resort, if you have clients looking for a perfect beach with powder white sand, turquoise blue, crystal clear water, and no seaweed. We never seem to get any seaweed at this property. Of course, we can never guarantee that because it's Mother Nature, but this resort is located on a bay, and the seaweed in the summer months just seem to float right past. They don't come onto our beach, so it's pretty amazing. And then right next door, like I said, is the Hilton La Romana family. And these 2 resorts were completely renovated. And when I say renovated, like brand new almost, I think it was in 2019. So they look like beautiful, like they look like they're new resorts. And the thing that I love at the Hilton La Romana family is the water park. We have a lazy river, which you see in that photo, plus big water slides and small water slides. And the water park is for guests at both the Hiltons. Because remember, guests at the Hilton, adults only, have access to the Hilton family. So even big kids staying at the Hilton, adults only, can come over and use the lazy river and the water slides. And the lazy river is the water park is part of the resort. So there's no extra charge to use the water park.
So the Hilton Rose Hall is only 15 minutes from the Montego Bay Airport. So if you're taking a long journey and you've got children with you, this is only 15 minutes, you guys, from the airport. This property is all inclusive, so very family friendly. The beach here, you guys, is absolutely gorgeous. It's the longest hotel beach in the region. And then we also have Sugar Mill Falls, which is our water park. It's got a lazy river. It's probably one of the largest water parks in Jamaica. Playa loves our water parks, right? I am a fan of a water park myself. So also the spa here is ocean. It's right on the ocean. So there's lots of wellness options as well. And then we have the Hilton Playa del Carmen. So now we're back in Mexico. So we're going from country to country. So the Hyatt, the Hilton in Playa del Carmen is literally only a couple of minutes from the Fifth Avenue, where all those cute little shops and the boutiques and the restaurants and the nightlife. It's nice to take a nice little early morning stroll through there before things start getting busy. The main pool is more of the active pool. We also have a quieter pool where you can just laze around and maybe read a book. Or if you want more of the active pool, it's more of the foam parties. So an adult only, as I had mentioned before, lots of great entertainment. All the rooms here are suites. with jacuzzis and balconies. And they also have hammocks. So who doesn't like a nice little afternoon nap in a hammock, right?
Oh, I do. Big time. Love it.
Then I also forgot to mention we have the swim out suites there too. So lots of suites there. All the rooms are suites with balconies. And then we have the Yucatan Resort Tapestry Collection by Hilton. And this particular property is actually right on Fifth Avenue. So it's right in the heart of Playa del Carmen. So it's a small, unique boutique resort. There's only 60 rooms. It's an adults only property. But I think that the unique selling feature of this property is going to be our rooftop swimming pool, because up there, even though it's not a beachfront property, when you get up on top of that rooftops and you see that swimming pool, you have the best view of the ocean. But if you do have clients that still want beach access, there is a beach, a public beach that's only literally a 6-minute walk from the Yucatan over to the public beach. There's 4 different restaurants here. And like I mentioned, the rooms are very large. Oops, we went one too far, Freddie. Are you hearing me? We're going
Oh,
on to
sorry.
sorry. So up on the beachfront, up on the swimming pool, up on the terrace, in the evenings on Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays, they have a live DJ or a live band. So it's got this really nice bohemian chic-y feel to it with all the rooms are suites, so they're very large and very spacious. All the rooms are either going to be on the 2nd or the 3rd floor. So great people watching as well from here. Did I miss anything about that one
You
particular?
didn't. And I'm
Freddie?
busy
Okay,
answering questions, so I think I
got it.
hit the wrong button there. There we go.
Okay. So we're going to talk about the all-inclusive. So you've got 2 different options here, guys. You can either purchase the all-inclusive package before the clients leave or once they get there. But I kind of recommend doing it once you get there because you're not really quite sure what your clients are going to be doing every day. They might not want to go over to the Hilton. So I forgot to mention that. The all-inclusive package, or the all-inclusive plus, is for the Hilton Playa del Carmen. So they can go over there, they can use the restaurants, they can use the beach, they can use the swimming pools, they can use the bar, they can hang around and enjoy the entertainment at night. So doing that every single day might be a lot. Maybe there's other things that they want to be doing. So I highly encourage them just to purchase it once they get there on property, and it's $75. So it's a pretty good deal. Nice option to include.
Such a great deal. Only $75, and you get a day pass to the Hilton, which is beachfront. Amazing,
Yeah,
amazing deal.
and access to more restaurants and more bars.
Love it. I think it's my turn now. Now we're gonna, well, look at this. We've gone through the Hyatts, we got through the Hiltons. Now we're gonna talk about our Wyndham Ultra. So if you're not familiar with Wyndham Ultra, this is a relatively newish brand for us. Some of you may remember Panama Jack Resorts. We used to have a brand called Panama Jack. We rebranded the 2 Panama Jack resorts to Wyndham Ultra about a year and a half ago. So one of the Wyndham Ultras is now adults only, which is the one in Playa del Carmen, which I think totally makes sense more as a adults only all-inclusive property. We have 3 all ages Wyndham Ultras. We have the one in Cancun, we have the Wyndham Ultra Vallarta, and in 2 days, we have a new resort opening in the Dominican Republic, Wyndham Ultra Samana. And I was just talking to a travel agent this morning who was telling me about Samana because I haven't been there before. And she was saying it's like untouched Dominican Republic, beautiful beaches. So can't wait to hear more about this new Wyndham Ultra Samana, which was an existing hotel that we renovated and took over. But more information coming on that very soon. But let me start by talking about our Wyndham Ultra Playa del Carmen. So this is the one that used to be Panama Jack Playa del Carmen. It's now Wyndham Ultra, and it's now adults only. It's an oceanfront resort. We do have a small beach. It kind of depends on the time of year. Sometimes the beach is bigger, sometimes smaller. So I would sell it as a beautiful oceanfront resort on less than a block from Fifth Avenue. That's what people love. And that's what I was going to say is my favorite thing is the location, because you are right off Fifth Avenue. So anytime you want, you can wander off property. It's very safe. You can go down Fifth Avenue to do some shopping or people watching, like Kaylin was mentioning. So definitely a beautiful property. And the Wyndham Ultras are our 4-star. So whereas the Hiltons and the Hyatts, depending on which one, are 4.5 to 5-star, Wyndham Ultra is designed to be solid 4-star product, so good price point, but still very good product. And then we have the Wyndham Ultra Cancun, and look at that beach in front of that resort. You can see why it's such a popular property. Amazing beach right in the hotel zone. This is a family property. And my favorite thing at this resort is family suites. Hello, you know, when you get families that have 2 or 3 kids, especially with 3 kids, it can be really hard finding a category of room that can accommodate 5 people. We have family junior suites that have either a king bed or 2 doubles, and then it has a bunk bed with a trundle, and we can accommodate up to 5, a family of 5 in one of those family suites, which is perfect. Really great kids club at this resort, really great teen club. There is a small water park, so there's 2 water slides plus the smaller splash pad for little kids. No lazy river at this property. I'm actually going here on Sunday, by the way. I can't wait. I love this resort. It's absolutely beautiful, and it has 2 swimming pools as well.
So then we have the Wyndham Ultra in Vallarta. So this is actually in Nuevo Vallarta. So it's where those world-class golf courses are. It's right on Banderas Bay. So you've got that gorgeous bay to look out at. And then we also have the nice swimmable beach. And I actually took advantage of that when we were there last time. I love a good beach, and I love to go swimming in the ocean. The sunsets here are fantastic. The rooms here are all very spacious suites. They actually have jacuzzis out on the balconies. And then we also have a newly renovated rooms that we have added. I don't know if you've ever seen the rooms here, but they recently have been renovated. They've separated the bathtub from the living space area with a panel. And we have some pictures of that also. But what I love about here is that we also have bikes that you can use that go along that beautiful boulevard in Nuevo Vallarta. And then we've got great, fantastic dining options. We've got a Mediterranean restaurant, an Italian restaurant, a buffet, of course. And it's all very open with a big open area lobby when you first arrive. So you walk in and you see that beautiful beach and that beautiful ocean out there with the big palm trees. And they have very large iguanas also here.
I remember the iguanas. I remember them.
Dropping out of the trees.
Yes.
Oh, and then we have sea dust, you guys. So I think this property does not get the recognition that it needs because it's a nice little kept secret. And we've had it for about a year now, right, Freddie? I think since February. So this is a great family property for young families that want to go on a all-inclusive vacation, but yet maybe they've got the champagne taste and the beer budget is what I like to say, because I would say this is a good 4-star property as well. But it's got great family suites where you can also have that family of 5. It's right in the hotel zone. It's down towards the bottom of the 7. So you've got that beautiful strip of beach. There's 9, including the bars and the restaurants. There's 19 different dining options here. There's a miniature, well, it's a mini golf. It's not really miniature golf, but it's more like a little mini golf course for the kids, and a zip line. Also, a really great selling point for families is a babies club. So I don't know of any other all-inclusives that have a babies club. So from 18 months to 3 years old, the parents can drop their babies off. And then we also have a kids club too. So from 4 to 11, and then we have a teens club. So lots of options for families that have, you know, different multi-generational families as well. So grandparents, parents, the kids. So great for great for weddings, great for family reunions, great for any sort of like groups. If you've got a church group or maybe a dance group, this would be a great resort for that. And then also there's an adult swimming pool that is over on the back side of the resort that faces Nachup Lagoon. So there's a swimming pool up there, there's a jacuzzi up there, there's a bar up there. So if the adults want to get away and do adulting, they still have that option. There's a beautiful spa here as well. There's basketball courts, there's, I believe, tennis courts. So lots of activities. And like I said, I think it just doesn't get the recognition that it deserves.
I agree. The pricing is really great. And sorry, I was answering questions. I don't know if you mentioned the family suites, that there's over half the rooms there are family suites that can accommodate 5. I would really sell the Sea Dust to families. Really, that's who you want to put in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the Jewel resorts. I did have one question. Somebody asked me what the Wyndham Ultra Vallarta was before. That was Dreams Villa Magna, by the way, if anybody was wondering. Lots of questions. It's hard to keep up, but let's keep moving along, and I'll try to get to the email, to the questions in a second. So let's talk about Jewel resorts. So we only have 3. Oh, I noticed a little error. Under adults only, Jewel Paradise Cove, the J in Jewel isn't capitalized. Things like that drive me crazy. I must have done this in a hurry. I should have proofread it. Anyways, Jewel Paradise Cove is our adults only Jewel. And then we have 2 all ages Jewels. So let's start with the Jewel Grand. And I always say Grand is the perfect name for this resort because it's a very grand property. Even though there's not a lot of rooms, you'll notice there's only 217 rooms. There's 3 towers and the rooms are massive. So the smallest room is the lead-in room category, which is a junior suite oceanfront room that is over 800 square feet. Then we have, if that's not big enough, then we have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 3 bedroom suites. And by the way, they're like full apartments, even though it's fully all-inclusive. This is a 5-star product. It has a gourmet kitchen, open concept dining room, living room. Each bedroom has an ensuite bathroom. And the 1, 2, and 3 bedroom suites also have a washer and dryer. So great for families with kids. They can do a load of laundry, or like if you're like me and you're always trying to do carry-on, you can do a load of laundry halfway through. So you don't have to pack as much stuff to go down on holidays. So, and we also have 3 bedroom villas, which I think is my favorite thing about this property. These villas are 3 bedroom and you have your own swimming pool. Then we have up in the Ocho Rios area, Runaway Bay area, sorry, is our Jewel Paradise Cove. And this is an adults only property, but very good price point. So this would be for clients that are looking for value, but want a very good product. This is an older resort. And that's kind of the beauty of this resort, is because it's older, the grounds are really lush. It's a series of these 3-story buildings. They are walk-ups, so there's no elevators. The decor, in my opinion, is a little bit dated, but that reflects in the price point. But people love it. The focus at this resort is on health and wellness. We actually do yoga retreats here. This resort has 2 beaches. It has its main beach, which is a beautiful cove. And we actually have a second beach that's kind of tucked away and hidden. And there's I think there's 3 different pool areas. And it's not a big hotel. It's only 225 rooms. So really like that resort. Then we have a new to us resort in the Dominican Republic. So this property, the Jewel Palm Beach, used to be Dreams Palm Beach. And we took it over earlier I don't know when we took it over. I don't know, a couple months ago, I think. We didn't do any major renovations. And to be completely honest, I have not seen it yet. I'm going in April to see it. But our colleagues out in Eastern Canada and the Eastern US states the BDMs have taken FAMs down and seen it already and raved about it. So you're going to want to sell the Jewel Palm Beach as a solid 4-star family friendly product on a beautiful beach, only about 20 minutes from Punta Cana Airport. And the thing that I love about this property, even though it's an all ages resort, if you book a club room, any club room, they will have access to 2 club pools. And one of the club pools is adults only. So you know what room category I'm booking when I'm at the Jewel Palm Beach. I'm booking a club so I can be at that adults only pool. So definitely keep this resort on your radar. I'm getting great feedback on that resort.
All right, so now we're wrapping this up, guys, with the resort. So we're going to end the resort portion with our Sanctuary Cap Cana, a luxury collection, adult only inclusive resort. So the Sanctuary Cap Cana is on that beautiful white strip of beach. It's called Juanillo, right? Correct? Juanillo Beach, Freddie? Did I say that right?
You did.
Thank you. So yay. So it's on that beautiful strip of beautiful beach. And we have 19 different unique room categories here. All of them are luxury rooms. We have villas, we have the private island. We actually also have a castle that has a moat around it with luxury suites. And then there's also a rooftop swimming pool. We have the sanctuary spa. The villas and the castle suites come with butler service. We also have access to Sanctuary Town, which is right across the lobby. And Sanctuary Town is like a little town with bars and bistros and restaurants. And then we do have 2 beaches here. We have the first beach, which is in front of the property, in front of the resort. But then we have a second beach that we have access to that is a longer stretch of beach that's great for those nice long walks. Yeah, so is there anything you wanted to include about Sanctuary, Freddie?
No, just the fact that I want to stay in the 2-bedroom royalty villa next time I'm there. It is gorgeous. So I also want to stay in the castle. So I might have to go maybe split my stay, do some nights in the castle, and then do the 2-bedroom royalty villa.
Yeah, with the swimming pool. That's great.
Yes. Yeah. And this is our luxury collection by Marriott. So this is our one Marriott property. So this is our most deluxe property, I would say, out of all of our resorts. So yeah, we got through all of the hotels. That was pretty amazing considering we have over 20 resorts now. So now we're going to talk about our AgentCash site. So hopefully you've all signed up. If you haven't signed up yet, just go to agentcashplus.com. The URL is down at the bottom of your screen. This is our travel agent website. And this is the website where I've been answering a lot of the questions you've been asking. I've been referring you to agentcashplus.com because this is our travel agent website where we have everything is on there. And I want to point out a couple of different things. So the first thing is we have a travel agent incentive program. So, and this is where you go to report your booking. So you do have to go in and report the booking to get the incentive. So basically how it works is even if you book through a tour operator, because a lot of you like to book through the tour operators, all you do is you log on to agentcashplus.com and report your booking on the site. When you do that, you will get points and you can accumulate the points and cash them in whenever you want for either free nights or gift cards. FYI, it's always a better use to use your points for free nights. You get a bigger bang for your points by using free nights. Also, when you report your booking, your clients will receive a small welcome amenity in their suite with a note that it's from you. Don't let them know about it ahead of time. Just let it be a nice surprise. It's something small. And I say don't tell them about it in advance, because the odd time the amenity doesn't get delivered. And usually it happens if your clients have their do not disturb sign on their room, we're not able to deliver it. Or if they change room categories, if they upgrade when they're checking in, sometimes. So don't let them know about the amenity. 95% of the time they get it. And they're going to think, wow, I have the best travel agent in the world. They would go to all this trouble and order me this nice amenity with this thoughtful note, and it makes you look like a rock star. Also, this is how you get invited on fam trips, because we refer to who's reporting their bookings. This is the only way we can track your business. So if you're booking us, you're going to get invitations on fam trips. We have new resorts that are opening, so you could get invited to a grand opening. There's also on the agent site, in addition to the incentive program, we have a media library where we have thousands of high resolution photos and videos, and you're welcome to use them and use it for your social media. And what I really love is we even have, so the media library is set up by resort. And then each resort has subfolders, and each resort has a social media folder where we have photos and videos that are perfect for social media. Like we'll have 15-second videos that are, okay, that's horizontal, so this would be vertical. Perfect for your Instagram stories or your TikTok. You can help yourself to any of that, or Facebook. We have our travel agent fact sheets that are on there. We have our marketing center. We have, also we have short videos. They're basically webinars. They're about 10 minutes long, not even, like maybe 10 minutes at the most. And there's one for each hotel. And the idea of that is if you were selling one of our hotels and you're not familiar with it, you could watch that video, and in 10 minutes, you'll be an expert. And you can send the YouTube link, because it's just a YouTube video. You can send the link to your client. There's no call to action to us. Kaylin, I think, is going to kind of walk you through the site now and show you what it looks like and some of the great things you can do on the site.
Yeah, so thanks, Freddie. So all those benefits that Freddie was just talking about, I'm going to show you now where to find them. So underneath of this is what it's going to look like. So you can see up here, red circle, AgentCash Plus. So this is what it's going to look like. And then over here to the right where it says book now, this is where you're going to do all of your direct booking. And this is also where you're going to find all the different tools. But booking now, just to mention, I just want to let you know, you do make 12% on the land, and you make 10% on transfers and 10% on the insurance. And then underneath of that, you're going to find the AgentCash Plus. And this is where you will record all of your bookings. So anytime you book either direct, or if you book through a tour operator, it won't matter. We just need for you to record those bookings. If you book direct, they're automatically going to be registered for you. But if you book through a tour operator, then you'll need to go in there and register for them. And then we have, what's next? Then we've got the media library, right? So underneath the sales tools, where Freddie was talking about the media library for all your social media postings. This is where you'll find all of the marketing tools, and then also those great webinars that Freddie had mentioned. You guys, I can't tell you how valuable that is as a tool, not only for you to send to your clients, but also as a tutorial for yourself. So I know that we went really quick through each one of these properties today, but if you've got 10 minutes, go in and watch a video, one a day even. And it's a great tutorial to learn a little bit more about the resorts. And then the fact sheets, of course, that's kind of self-explanatory. It's going to tell you how many pools, how many rooms, how big they are, that kind of thing. And then our learning center is where you can go and learn more, take different trainings on each one of the brands. So if you want to learn more about Hyatt, you want to learn more about Marriott, then you can go underneath of the learning center. And then of course the offers. So I did notice that somebody had asked about agent rates. So this is where you're going to find the agent rates, is underneath the offers. So underneath the offers, you'll also find any information that we have about any of our current promotions. So maybe the One Love, or maybe we're going to talk about our Summer Love. So this is where you'll find any of our offers.
Yeah, we did have a few people asking about that, both travel agent rates, and we're asking about where they would find any consumer offers. And it's right there under offers on the agent site, and it's up-to-date information. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about groups and how easy it is to do a group with Playa Resorts. So a group, we classify 5 rooms as a group, which isn't much. So if you've got 5 rooms, you have a group. So you can, of course, book your group through your tour operator. Whoever you like to use, you can definitely do a group with one of your tour operators. The other option, which is something that has been growing like crazy over the last few months, is agents are opting to do direct groups with us. And it's so easy. All you do is you go under groups and weddings and you click request for proposal. When you hit that, you will get this form, this online form, and you just fill it in the best that you can. And then when you hit submit, an email gets generated and sent to our celebration team, which we call our groups department. Isn't that cute? We call it our celebration team. And they will get back to you within 48 hours. Hello, I know some of you, I don't know if it's the same in the US, but in Canada, I know that sometimes you're waiting for weeks with the tour operators to get a quote back. You will get a quote within 48 hours with Playa Resorts. And with a group with Playa, a social group, and by the way, we call social groups, that would be destination weddings, that would be multi-generation travel, family groups, friend groups, all that would be social. It's only $100 per room, not per person, but per room deposit. And like I said, you only need 5 rooms to qualify as a group. And yes, we do offer comps, which I'm going to show you in a minute, but we also have something new. Oh, I should say new-ish, within the last year, called WebLink. And this is really awesome. So usually with a social group, like a destination wedding, one person isn't paying for everything, right? You have each family is paying for their own room. This works perfectly for that because you get a web link. You set up your group, you ask your celebration team groups person that you want a web link, and they will give you a link. And that is how you can book individual rooms into the group with each family's form of payment. And you can actually send that to your clients and they send it, like they do it, or you can just use that link and that's how you would manage all of your bookings with everybody's credit card information. So let us know if you have any questions about that. I did want to mention you get 15% commission on groups with us, by the way. I know Kaylin mentioned you get 12% for individual bookings, which is true, but for groups, it's 15%. So and also AgentCash qualifies for groups, by the way. That's when you get tons of points. And then we do have our comp ratios. You can find this on the website as well, but we have different categories of resorts depending on the comps. So we have categories 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you can see here that, like for example, if we were looking at the Hyatt Ziva Puerto Vallarta, that's a category 4. If they could go in shoulder or low season, it's 10 paid rooms, 11th room free. So that's kind of how that works. So really great. I also wanted to let you know, if you have a meeting and incentive group, we just added, see right underneath where it says request for proposal, it says meetings and incentives. That's where you click to get a direct quote on a MICE group, because it's very different than social. So we just added that last week, I think. So there's another option for you there. And I think you were going to talk about destination weddings now.
Yeah, so destination weddings, you guys, we are, not only is our service at all of our resorts exceptional, but then you add in our exceptional wedding department. So we definitely have gone above and beyond with our destination weddings. So if you click on the destination wedding tab, then there'll be like a drop down button where you'll be able to choose wedding availability dates. You can check out packages that we have to offer. You can check out they have like these flip brochures, so you can go through there. They have a timeline that you can refer to. So where are you at the right point? So it's just a wealth of information. That's a whole nother video. I mean, a whole nother webinar we can do on just weddings. So anyway, so that's the tab that you want to click on for weddings. And then we have the Summer Love promotion that we're offering right now. So this is a great promotion for your bride and your groom that want to do something on the off season. If you're doing wedding shows right now, I would highly recommend taking this with you, because these weddings on the off season are going to be a little more affordable, I should say. So you can see what the rates are here, and then they have the participating resorts. And so these will be June through October are when these weddings are. And then we have the Hilton La Romana. So you can see all the different resorts that are participating, what the rates will be for 2024, but we also have 2025. So I know that there's a lot of wedding shows that are going on right now. So some of them are going to be in June. You can still promote this for 2025 as well. And then we have our South Asian weddings, which are very popular right now. They are huge. They're usually 100 people minimum to 300 people that attend these South Asian weddings. And our resorts are actually prepared to be able to accommodate weddings with this large of a party. And they will last 7 to 10 days. So you can imagine the preparation that goes behind the scenes to be able to accommodate that many people for that many days. And then we've got our big day preview. So this is how it works. So we have 2 nights for 2 starting at $500. And then you also get a $500 wedding credit when you book your wedding. So it includes a 2-night luxury getaway for 2 people in any of our destinations in Cancun or Cap Cana or Los Cabos, Montego Bay, or Puerto Vallarta. You get to experience all of the fine dining. We also have a signature cocktail, the live entertainment, a best room available at check-in. Then you'll also receive the $500 credit when booking your wedding, which I had mentioned. And then also you'll get an exclusive tour and optional special food tastings, and then also get to meet with the on-site wedding planner.
There's so many great questions coming in, you guys. I'm having a hard time keeping up, but I think we're gonna have a couple minutes at the, we'll see when Susan pops back, see if we have time to answer the rest. But I have been there's been a few people that have asked questions and I've said, refer to your BDM. So this is why we have our BDM slide now. So this is the Canada map. So I'm Western Canada, so I'm the blue section, Manitoba to BC. Andy covers Ontario, and Christopher covers Quebec, Ottawa, and Atlantic provinces. Those are our cell phone numbers and our email address there.
And then we have the United States team. So this will cover all of the United States. You can see we're all color coded. We have Amanda Morris, who is our Director of Sales for both Canada and the United States. And then we also have Bianca here, who is our Sales Coordinator for all of us in Canada and the United States as well.
Perfect. And I think that brings us to the end. So I think, oh, I see Susan there. Susan, I forgot to tell you, somebody earlier said they loved your hair, and I have to agree. I love it too.
Oh my
It looks good. You're having a good hair day.
I didn't blow it out today. I just let it go curly.
I like it like that.
Oh, thank you guys. Okay. So cute. Okay, so we have some time for some questions. So if everyone that has to go back to work because you've got to sell Playa Hotels and Resorts, we get it. You're qualifying still for the prizes, so please don't worry about it. But I do want to take the rest of the questions that are here, if you don't mind, Freddie.
Yeah.
But also a lot of people have asked if this is being recorded. And it is. Every session's recorded. Later on today, give us some time. We're going to load this up on the supplier page for Playa Hotels and Resorts, and you can access it there along with all the information about the Cash Plus, agent rates, everything you need to know is there. Right, Fred?
Everything. Everything and more. There's some things you don't want to know that are there too.
You're so good. Okay, so we have a couple questions here. We'll just go through them quickly, and I guess whoever would like to jump in, you guys are welcome to it. So if someone needs to access these slides, I'm not sure if they're available or if you guys have resources for them to use for marketing.
I would just reach out to your BDM. Your BDM could probably send you over some slides. If you were doing a presentation or needed it for something, we could definitely share them with you. So just reach out to your BDM.
Okay, Donna,
We all have the same we all have the same presentation, so access to these slides.
Excellent. So someone's asking, groups booked via wholesaler, are they eligible for any comps?
Yes, so that would be the tour operators all offer comps. So yes, the answer to that would be yes, but it would be their terms though. So the grid that I was showing you was a direct group. If it was through a tour operator, they would have their own terms and comp ratio. So you'd have to go with theirs if you're doing it through a tour operator.
Okay, great. I know a couple of people asked, including Donna now, but do you guys offer like site inspections if someone's down in a certain area?
Yes, we want you to come see our resort. So email your BDM. Give us a little notice. Sometimes I'll get one that'll say, I'm in Cancun, I want to go see Ziva tomorrow. We need a little bit more notice than that, but just email your BDM and we can send you out the contacts and you can reach out to the resort and set that up.
Okay, great. I guess Freddie, you touched on this. Charlene's asking, so you were talking about the complimentary amenities that come to the room, right? So there was a few people that asked, Charlene, I can see it here right now. So are those complimentary amenities for the clients offered only for bookings through Agent Plus, or are they on all supplier bookings in general?
You want to take this one, Kaylin?
Yeah, so back to registering those rooms, guys. That's why it's so important, because we need you to register those rooms at least 2 weeks in advance before your clients arrive so that they can receive those amenities and that thank you note. So it doesn't really matter if you book it direct or if you book it through an operator, just make sure you register it, because once it's registered, we automatically know to send that amenity and that thank you note.
Great. Okay, I'm just checking in with our friends here on Facebook as well. So no
While you're doing
questions.
that, I see a couple more. Somebody asked, can they pay for it just a few days? I think Pamela was talking about the all-inclusive plus at the Yucatan Resort, which was that $75 where they can go and spend the day at the Hilton. They can pick and choose the day. So they can do 1 day, they can do 2 days, whatever they want. And then there's also a question from Leonard. Do you have access to mobility carts or electric carts? We do not have, we have wheelchairs at property for emergencies, so not for somebody to use for their whole time. If they're going to be at one of our resorts and they need an electric cart or a wheelchair, contact your BDM. We can give you a contact at the resort, and we use local companies where they can rent an e-scooter or wheelchair or crutches or whatever they need.
Okay, great. Karen, hi Karen, on Facebook here. She says she has very happy clients at the Jewel Palm Beach right now.
Oh, nice. I'm not surprised. Hopefully you reported the booking, Karen.
Karen
I'm glad to
reported
hear
the
they're having a
booking.
good time. Report your booking.
And Arlene in Newfoundland saying, Freddie, there's no lemon drops while you're working, okay?
This is water. I promise. It's
Let's see here. Also, Ryland's said, really great. Thank you for the presentation. And Denise is saying the same. Lots of great compliments about the presentation, guys. And they're
Great.
saying lots of great takeaways. So, I mean, I totally agree. I learned a lot. You know, when you think you know, but really, you just don't know it all.
You don't know it all. And now you know where to find it. If you don't know something, just go to agentcashplus.com and I pretty much guarantee it's going to be there.
It's true.
Yep.
So
Or
I think there's
contact your
one more question.
BDM.
There's one
Yeah.
more question from Patty. I'm not sure if you guys want to take it there. In the
Oh,
Q&A.
yes. I saw that one. So Patty said, if I used 200 points and applied them for free nights and she has to change the dates, the points were due to expire and I want to use them. Email AgentCash. They are our AgentCash team. Jorge and Felisa are amazing. They get back to you
And
right away.
Yeah, they are on top of it and they are so accommodating.
Yeah. So email them. We'd have to look at it because it's going to depend on different things. I can't say yes or no right now, but email AgentCash and they'll help you out.
Okay. There's a really great comment in the chat from Laura Lee. I don't know if you want to read that out. I think it's fabulous. Do you want me to read it?
I'm not in the chat right now, so I
I'll
can't
read it
see
out
it.
too.
Okay.
So Laura Lee is saying, just so agents know, the fee that is charged at staying at the Yucatan and want to go to the Hilton Playa de Carmen is so worth it. Beach clubs and more, and they don't even include more. There's tons more. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes offer more, start from the top, and it's up to the client, right? If they say no, they're going to see everyone having fun somewhere else. They're going to have
And that
FOMO.
was a great comment. And Lori Lee should know
Yeah,
because we
thank
were
you.
there together last June. We were all at the Yucatan and we headed over one day and went to the Hilton. And I
And
noticed
it's so
Patty,
close, you guys. The Yucatan is so close to the Hilton. It's maybe a two blocks to walk. So the accessibility is very close.
and Patty just replied back about that she had emailed AgentCash twice and hasn't heard back. That's very unusual. So I'm wondering if there might be a problem with the email. So now it's time to get your BDM involved. We don't want you waiting, so we can just email your BDM and we'll get the ball rolling with that.
They're going to action it for you, Patty.
Exactly.
Well, I have to say, Freddie, you multitasked massively today. You did the slides, you did the Q&A, and Kaylin, you did a fantastic job presenting and giving all the great information. You're both amazing ambassadors for your brands. And we're
Thank you,
super,
Susan.
super happy to have you both. And I'm happy I got to know you better, Kaylin. So thank you, Freddie, an old friend, and I don't mean by age, but definitely a friend, and we're happy to have, of course, Kaylin join us, part of the Spoiled Agent team now as well. So thank you. You guys are a great
Thank
partnership
you.
for us.
And it went by
Yeah,
so
well, it's a
fast.
great
I can't
product.
believe it's time to say goodbye. That was great.
It's great. And
Yeah.
thank you. And don't forget, there's 2 lucky Spoiled Agents, one in the US and one in Canada, that's going to win a $50 Amazon gift card. Woo!
Good luck, guys.
So if you guys get an email from either Freddie or Kaylin, it's exciting day.
Open it. Open
Open
the
it.
email.
Open it.
Don't delete it.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be something good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both for your time and for all the hundreds of Spoiled Agents that came on here today. Facebook, Zoom, you guys knocked out of the park. We're so happy to have you, and thanks for taking your lunch and joining us. And again, to Freddie and Kaylin, you guys are fabulous partners, and thank you for everything. And everyone have a really great day.
Thank you guys
Thanks,
for your time.
Susan.
We appreciate it. Remember to register those bookings.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.